Hello YouTube, it's Ty376 and welcome back to yet another edition of Stories from the Friendzone. It's the segment where we go to the Friendzone subreddit after a fucking long time, and I know I've been bad, I've been gone from you guys for a while, but I'm back. I'm gonna clear this queue. I'm gonna make sure that everybody is advised and get them out of the friend zone for that 4th of July festivities. You know, maybe you guys out there are in the friend zone and the 4th of July, and those fireworks are going off, and you and your crush for 2 years and are watching the fireworks, and you reach over really slow and grab her hand. Finally worked up the courage to grab her by the hand, and you go in for the kiss, and that's going to be the perfect time for you guys out there. I think I'm in love with my best friend. What should I do? She is 16F and I am 16M. I've been friends with this girl for just over a year. She is 16F and I am 16M. Recently we became closer in the last 3 months, and I am unsure on what to do as she flirts a lot with me, but around 6 months she said she would not go out with me. She said this to my friend. Last month, I kissed her last month, and she didn't say anything, just kissed me back. Surely she wouldn't kiss me back as she wasn't interested, would she? After the kiss, she said, yay, almost like she had been waiting for me to do it for a long time. After the kiss, I walked her home, and we hugged for a good 2 to 3 minuets, and she would not let go. Then she stared at me for a few seconds, but me being an idiot said bye and walked off. She continued to flirt with me and still does to this day. I am unsure of what to do as my feelings for her are becoming stronger, but I don't want to ruin our friendship. Anyone got any advice? TLDR, I am unsure whether I should tell my best friend I love her. Don't tell her that you love her. Don't do that. Just, I don't know, go out and do something cute with her again. Like go spend the 4th of July with her or whatever. Don't get too clingy about it. She likes you. You like her. You went in for the kiss. That's all good. Just keep it going on that track. Don't try to speed it up or slow it down at all. Don't freak out about this, oh, I don't want to ruin a friendship. You know what? The friendship is a thing that you're going to have to risk if you want this to happen. Plain and simple. Am I in it or out of it? Been seeing a girl for just over a month now. We always hook up for a solid while when we go drinking, but lately we've just been going for dinner/casual dates that don't really go past a cuddle, and kissing usually requires me to be the initiator. She calls me literally every day, anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, and we just chat, etc. She's made it clear that we aren't officially together, which I don't expect after a month, and hesitantly said yeah when I mentioned to her that we're going out in a conversation at work that veered towards us being an item. My last concern is that most people dating would have had sex by this point, but she proclaims herself a nymphomaniac, although conversely she said she could only ever have sex with someone she loved. No one-nighters, etc. I'm really confused as to whether she just wants attention from me and is giving me a few benefits to get it, or she actually wants something but is just taking a while to progress, meaning I should be more aggressive. TLDR, 1 month dating, no sex, hesitant to admit we're dating / yet still constantly contacts me and has yet to push me away or say LJBF. If you guys haven't had sex yet, I don't know, don't take this too seriously. Who cares? Do this. Just don't pick up her phone call one day. Just don't do that. And then maybe the next day you can. But just don't pick up her call one day, and if she asks you why, just say you're busy and you can't talk. The thing is that if you keep, you want to actually occupy yourself with something that's going to keep you away from the phone for a minute. Because if you keep picking up her phone calls, she's going to know that you're always going to be there, this and that. And what's this thing about being a nymphomaniac, but only being able to bone someone that she loves? What does that even mean? Nymphomaniac means that she wants to have a lot of sex. But she's like kind of keeping you at bay with the, oh, I don't really love you type deal. Who fucking cares? If you secretly resent someone for being your friend, then what kind of friend are you to them? This is one of those like snarky questions that always pop up in the Friendzone subreddit. That's like, God, guys. Like, you guys are fucking dicks. Don't you know that? The thing about these questions is that this doesn't help anybody. You know, these questions and all the stuff about, like, oh, the friend zone doesn't exist, blah, blah, blah. Like, that doesn't fucking help anybody. You guys just come in here and just fucking spam with the, oh, you guys are nice guys, white knights, this and that. It's like, dude, these guys are fucking, like, 15-year-old kids. Like, what the fuck are they gonna do? They've never been in a relationship before. They don't fucking know. Like, you can't just go up to them and start being like, you can't just put coins in the sex machine and expect sex to come out. Don't you know the friend zone doesn't exist? It doesn't help. Are feelings changing? Long story short, I met this girl back in October and caught feelings in which she ended up finding out 3 weeks ago, which I came clean about, and I was put in the friend zone. However, I did come to realize that my friendship with her is more important than a relationship, and our friendship was not affected whatsoever. However, yesterday she randomly texted me, I love you, and today she said, I love you over Twitter, which I didn't reply to, but she then said, you didn't say I love you too. And to top it all off, she texted me tonight if I still had feelings for her, which I said I would just rather stay friends. So I am probably just overthinking it, but are her feelings changing for me? I don't know. She found out that you had feelings for her a long time ago, and she just found out 3 weeks ago? I would say you have a chance. I would say that it's got to happen now. I would say that you kind of shot yourself in the foot by saying that you just rather stay friends. Why do you think that your friendship with her is more important than a possible relationship with her? I mean, if you want to be in a relationship, this is the time to make it happen. If you want all of the goodness and benefits of a relationship with this girl, because that's what you wanted originally, and I assume that you still do, then this would be the time to cash in. In fact, that time was before you said that you'd want to stay friends, but I think it's probably correctable. But it has to happen. Otherwise, you might end up being upset at yourself for a very long time for not capitalizing on this opportunity. If you don't like her anymore, then, forget it. Stay friends. That's cool. From FZ to, sort of, open marriage. My wife and I were friends a long time before dating, and we got really close as friends, so that for a seemingly endless time I was her best friend, but also felt like the only one for whom she was strictly off limits. I wanted her, but did truly value her in my life, so that I'd rather her be my platonic friend than not at all. As time went on, and I saw her BFs/FWBs come and go, I, of course, resented them, but, needing to not create animosity or awkwardness, learned to be more glad she was having fun than upset that it wasn't with me. It took years to admit, but part of me found her free-spirited, highly sexual demeanor titillating and outright hot. Fast forward to when we first began dating. We talked about her always having enjoyed having 1 to 2 FWBs, and I joked that I accepted her lovers when we were just friends, and it stung. I could deal with honesty and try out openness. We gave it a go, and now we are happily married, 4 years, and she has a BF that she sees 1 to 2 times a week. There should be a pic of her beside worth the wait in the dictionary. I feel like this is a troll post. Really? She's She's having sex with everybody but you, and she was worth the wait. And you guys are married now. I wonder if you guys actually have ever had sex. Guys, just to recap the story, this was a guy who was friend-zoned by this chick, and he stayed friends with her because that was the most important thing in the world, I guess. And she was always off limits to him until, I guess, something happened to where he told her that, oh, I actually like you having sex with all these other guys, even though I want to have sex with you. And then they got married, and then she still had sex with other guys. Somehow that was worth the wait. I don't think you have to wait for anything like that. That could happen all the time. That happens with girls that's not even my girlfriend. They just go ahead and have sex with other guys. And I go up to them and be like, hey, I'm glad you're having sex with other guys. Yeah, I got a bunch of girlfriends like that. It's called fucking Facebook. When she doesn't kiss back? Been hanging out with this girl for more than a month now. We go out for dinner mostly, and she talks to me a lot outside of when we see each other. Lately, though, I feel she's less affectionate. Like, for instance, earlier we met up and we spent plenty of time cuddling in a cafe and as we walked around. However, when I kissed her on the lips, she didn't make much of it or reciprocate at all. Though she didn't push away either. I should mention that we did used to kiss as we greeted/departed, but now she usually just extends a cheek. What do you make of this apparent behavior change? This is a thing. I think this is a thing that chicks do when guys are like way too affectionate towards the girl, you know, and especially if she's one of these types where, you know, she's not all lovey-dovey. She doesn't do a lot of like PDA. She's not a real clingy type of girl. But you nabbed her for whatever reason. But when guys start showing, you know, a lot of, you know, lovey-dovey, corny stuff and start being like really affectionate, and you always kiss as you greet and depart, just little things like that build over time. And, you know, it's a little suffocating in a way. I can understand where that comes from. You know, sometimes it's nice to have a partner that's, you know, not always on you all the time and kind of, you know, gives you space and lets you be your own person. And, you know, that's what these girls are like. Maybe she was into you before, but then she found out that you were, like you even said, you were more affectionate than she was. And she's just not that kind of person. I would say, pull back a little bit. Maybe she'll, you know, change her feelings back to, you know, maybe the way they were before if you throttle it back a little bit. Am I being strung along? Been seeing a girl after she asked me to hang out for about 2 months. We've gotten physical, but never had sex, and it seems it's never on the cards. It got around at work that we'd been seeing each other, but she denies that we're a couple to others. Which, in truth, we aren't. I've not pushed for it. She'll literally call me 99% of the time every day just to chat, etc., which is nice, because it feels as though she does care somewhat, but at the same time I feel as though the fact that she hasn't brought up committing to anything is a red flag that either she isn't sure or is just using me for attention. When we do go out for drinks, it's pretty much a given that I can hook up with her by the end of the night, but like I said, never goes further than that, which is another red flag after 2 months. I decided I'm gonna not bother asking her out for a bit to see how that changes things between us and if she wants to pursue it, but at the moment I'm just trying to wrap my head around what she actually wants from me. Any thoughts are appreciated. Smiley face. Maybe she's the slow and go type. I don't know. Maybe she just wants to take it slow. You haven't ever brought up anything like that, which that is nice. Like I usually kind of say with this, you know, don't try to put too much structure on it. I mean, I know, like, okay, you've been seeing this girl for 2 months. How do you get laid? I would say that you have to say it outright. I mean, if you guys have been going out for 2 months, I think it would be fair to kind of at least talk about sex, or maybe talk about your guys' feeling about sex, you know? at the right time. I guess you don't have to talk about it over dinner, but the next time you guys are hooking up and getting hot and heavy, just tell her that you want to have sex with her. How wrong can that go? And then you'll find out where she is on that front. Don't bring up committing to anything. I feel like trying to get girls to commit to stuff always ends up badly. And that's not even just with relationships. That's with like dates and prices or directions or whatever. It's like, they don't want to commit to anything. They just want to, flow freely and go with their emotions or whatever. So don't bring up commitment because, I don't know how much she's willing to talk about that, but maybe, you guys can see where you both feel on the, having sex part of it. I think that'd be fair to bring up. Like I said, don't fucking like, while you guys are eating and shit, be like, so how do you feel about sexual intercourse? Just tell her that you want to have sex with her. What should I do? Sorry that this might be long. It's a very long story. I've been friends with my crush for a very long while. I'll admit I had a crush on her since I met her, but it died down probably because of other people that might have caught my eye or whatsoever. Around end of last year, she moved to a different town, further from me. But here is when we started talking more often, got to know each other closely, and Skyped almost every day. She calls me man often, but I think it's mainly how she talks, e.g., no worries man, but the pressure man, sorry man. However, she does give me on and off signs that are mixed. She's coming back to visit my town soon, and she stresses how excited she is to meet me, etc. We get teased a lot that we'll be good as a couple, and she laughs and curses to the people who say it teasingly. I don't know. Should I tell her the truth? Today I wanted to tell her how I loved this book, and she thought I said I love you. Some additional info. If you need anything else, do ask. Tongue sticking out face. No worries man, but the pressure man and sorry man all sound like really shitty, like Ren and Stimpy superheroes. Sorry man would definitely be some kind of superhero that you saw on Ren and Stimpy or Rocko's Modern Life. He just shows up and apologizes. He's like the guy that goes into the bathroom and like accidentally gets some piss on the floor, and then when he walks out, he's like, "Sorry, man," and then flies off. Yeah, isn't it a little ironic how, you guys find a way to become closer with these girls over Skype, like especially when they move away into a different fucking town. Somehow you guys get closer over Skype. Yeah. That weird thing happens where, you guys talk about everything and share everything with each other, but you never get to touch each other. You never get to see her in person. You never get to, notice the little quirks that she has. And, you start building this perfect image around her. And, she might be doing the same to you as well. She might, come back to your town and, find out how clingy you are once, you guys hang out again. And she's like, wow, you have a really, like, hard crush on me. I really just wanted to be friends. And maybe she didn't envision you as, like, clingy, sorry, man. But I don't know. I think calling you man thing, don't pay attention to that. Who cares? Maybe you are in the bro zone. But I would say, you know what? She's coming back to your town, hang out with her, fucking ask her out. Who knows? And then if if she accepts, then hurrah, it works.
cover up the tattoo by the waist. Let the MC search till I reach third base. And when I get home, I'ma hit home plate. Wait, would this be considered a first date? Yay, the picture just looks so trash. Your body make a baller spend cook coke cash. Plus every good girl wanna go bad and pose in the mag like Stacey Dash.
In any event, if you asked her out, then, or, asked her to be a girlfriend, how does that even work? Then you would know, if she wanted to be your girlfriend or not. But how does that even fucking work over Skype? You want to be my girlfriend and, like, she's going to move away and you guys keep, like, Skyping? I don't know. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this edition of Stories from the Friend Zone. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope it helped. And we will see you later.